So let's start. Let's begin. This is your first set. Study the following table carefully and answer the questions that follow. Right. So the first set is based on tabular data. 1 second. I'll just show you the table. Right. All of you go through the table, then we will discuss. Just read the data that is present in the table, then we'll discuss. Ishita Agrawal, any questions? You raised your hand. Fine. Fine, students. Let's start. You can see the table here. The table shows details of number of notes in denominations of 500 rupees, 200 rupees and 100 rupees only. The amount and the amount in denomination of 200 rupee notes. There is cash in these three denominations only. Now you can see here, there is a note given here below the table. A few values are missing in the table. So this is missing table data. This is missing table DI. So the complete information is not given. So wherever you find a hyphen here, that indicates data is missing there, right? Does not mean there is no it does not mean there are no 500 rupee notes. It means that the data is missing here. How many notes, total number of notes, percentage of notes, the data is missing. Depending on the question, the data given in the question, we need to find out this whatever data that is missing or whatever data that is required for the question. So each question is independent of the other. What's the meaning of this? Each question is independent of the other. Maybe in one of the questions, we got the value for total number of Q notes, for example. This total number of Q notes, you got it for first question. You cannot use it for second question. Again, for second question, depending on the data, we need to find out. Fine. Now, you have to be careful here. There are counters PQRST, 5 counters. Total number of notes given here for P, R and T. If you look at 500 rupee notes, it is given in terms of percentage. 100 rupee notes, it is given in terms of number of 100 rupee notes that are present. 500 rupee notes are given in percentage. And whereas when we come to this 200 rupee note, it is given in terms of amount. So how will you get amount? Let's say I have two 200 rupee notes. So 200 rupee into 2 notes. What's the money with me? 400. If I have 10 notes, 200 into 10, I have 2000 rupees. I have 100 notes. So 200 into 100, it is 20,000. So what is this 200? Face value multiplied by what is this 10 to 100 number of notes, right, will get me my amount. Will get me my amount. Now friends, you got amount here, you know face value here. How will you get number of notes? Number of notes, I'll write here. Number of notes is nothing but amount divided by face value. Agreed all of you? Correct? Amount divided by face value. Let us say I'm telling you I have, let's say 2000 rupee notes, all 200 rupee notes. How many notes will make up 2000? 2000. All these are 200 rupee notes divided by 200, 20 by 2. So I'll come to know how many notes are there. 10 notes. So number of notes is amount divided by face value. So if you divide this, for example, you want to find out number of notes here for Q. Number of 200 rupee notes. 1,50,000 in all of these are 200 rupee notes. So if I divide 1500 by 2, I can say 750. If you want to find out here, divide by 200, 1200 by 2, it is 600, 200 rupee notes. So here also you can divide by 200 and you can find it. Right? So this is, once you look at the data, you get this basic information, basic idea about the set. Right, students? Now let us move to the questions. Right, this is the table. Total number of notes given, percentage of 500 rupee notes, amount in terms of 200 rupee notes, and number of 100 rupee notes. Right. So I'll give you 30 seconds or let's say 45 seconds of time. All of you try this question. Once you get the answers, you please tell me what is your answer. I'm starting the stopwatch here. Let's take 45 seconds. Let's start. Those who got the answer, please try and answer this one. Those who have solved the question, please replay your answer. You can put your answer in the chat box. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Okay, time up. Anybody got the answer? Okay, I'll give you another 10-15 seconds. Please try. You have to talk to me, ma. You have to reply to my queries. See, if you're not replying, okay, Surya says 20%, okay. Sampath says 900 notes, okay. But the question is, find the percentage of notes. If you calculate percentage, you'll get the answer. Sampath, good, ma. Good, good, very good. Surya and Sampath. Abhisha, Alina, Anika, Sri Vidya, any questions? May you raise your hand. Apal Raju, Gaurav Rawat, Grace, Ganesh Babu, Hari Krishna. Please keep on trying. Correct answer, Sampath, 20%. Honey, Jasleen Kaur, Jyoti Deep, Lakshmita, Nivedita. Pooja, how are you, Pooja? Long time. Used to be an earlier sessions, na? Pooja Banjan. Aishwarya, Sampath. Sampath has answered the question. Sweta Patil. All of you please participate in the discussion. Smrita, Subhangi, Shuma, Lakshmita, 20%, very good. Right? So quite a few answers. 20% is the correct answer. Ma. So S is total number of 4,000. S is the total number of notes. In yes, if the total number of notes are 4,500, let me write. Total number of notes are 4,500. Find the percentage of 100 rupee notes. There are two ways in which you can solve the question. Okay, those who attempted also, just focus here. We'll discuss. Find the percentage of 100 rupee notes. Okay, how many 200 rupee notes? If I divide I'll get 600 200 rupee notes. 66 2 by 3%. How much is 66 2 by 3%? It is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 of 4,500. 3,000. Very good. 500 rupee notes. So total 4,500, 3,600, 4,500 minus 3,600. Total notes are 4,500. 500 and 200 rupee notes are 3,600. So if I subtract, I'll get 900 100 rupee notes. But the question is, what percentage of this represents what percentage? So I can say 900 notes, 100 rupee out of 4,500 into 100. Simple calculation. It is 1 upon 5. 1 upon 5 has to be 20%. It has to be 20%. Option 2. Now, another way of looking at this particular question is, this is one way of solving this, right? So, second method would be, just here, students. One second. Now, 66 2 by 3% are 500 rupee notes. Okay. You got how many 200 rupee notes? 600. 600 out of 4,500. Total are 4,500. Na? So this forms what percentage? 4,500 into 100. 3 2s, 3 15s. I can say 5 3s, 5 20s. 40 by 3. 13 1 by 3%. This is 13 1 by 3%. Now friends, if I calculate this percentage, 500 rupee notes are 66 2 by 3%. Right. How many are my 200 rupee notes? What percentage? 13 1 by 3%. If I add these two, 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is 1. So 1 plus 13, 14 plus 66, 80%. So total has to be 100%. If these two together are 80%, so the leftover quantity should be 20%. So my answer is 20%. This is another way of looking at this question. Right? So all of you, next question. Try this one. Second question. All of you try this. Again, I am starting the timer. Try this one. Answer please. 45 seconds over. Okay, take another 15-20 seconds. Very good, Sampath. Lakshmita, very good. 1500 is the correct answer. 1500 is the correct answer. 1500 is the correct answer. Right? Surya, correct answer. Let us discuss more others also. Please participate. Please try and participate. In Q, if the number of 100 rupee notes is 250, okay, number of 100 rupee notes is 250. Number of notes are 250. Okay. How many 200 rupee notes divided by 200? 1500 by 2, 750. Okay. Find the total number of notes. Now, friends, I have 500 rupee notes. If you observe here, I have 200 rupee notes. I have 100 rupee notes, right? Now, 500 rupee notes are 33 1 by 3%. These two should be 66 2 by 3%. Right? 66 2 by 3 percentage is this is 2 by 3. If 1/3 are 500 rupee notes, the remaining 200 and 100 rupee notes should be 2/3 because total should be 100%. If this is 33 1 by 3%, the remaining 2 has to be 66 2 by 3%. 66 2 by 3% is 2/3. So 2/3 value, how many are 200 and 500 rupee notes? 1000. What are total notes? 2 parts 1000. Total notes are 3 parts. So 2 into 5, 2 goes 5 times 500, 3 into 500. So total notes should be 1500. This is my answer. You got the point. Otherwise, you do like this. 2/3 is 1000. How much is 1 part? So this will be 1000 into 3 by 2. It has to be 1500. It has to be 1500. Right? Correct. Let's move to the next question. Right, all of you start this. I'm starting the timer. Try this question. Try this question. I'll give you 1 minute more because 45 seconds I'm taking. I think you're taking. You're feeling little low, so lesser time. So let me give 1 minute of time. Very good. Excellent. Lakshmita, Sampath, fantastic. Surya, good job. Good job, Surya. Correct, ma. 400 is the answer, ma. 400 is the answer. Right. I'm stopping the timer now. 400 is the answer. Others, please answer, ma. Others, please answer. Please participate in the discussion. That is very important, ma. If the ratio of total number of notes in the counters T to S, okay, is 1:3. So total number of notes in T is to S is 1:3. T 1 part, S 3 parts. If this is 1 part is 1000, 3 parts should be 3000. Total number of notes ratio given T is to S. T is 1:3 means T is 1 part, S is 3 parts. Right? So it is 1:3. So if 1 part represents 1000, 3 parts represent 3000. Find the total number of 100 notes in S. So total number of 100 notes in S. Now see here. Now we can do this. Total number of 100 notes. So this is 66 2 by 3%. So 2/3 of 3000. 2/3 of 3000 is 2000. How many 200 rupee notes? Amount divided by 200. So 600 are 200 rupee notes. 2600 total. Total notes 3000. Subtract 2600. 100 rupee notes are 400. Fantastic. Good job. Right. So let's move on to the next question. Right. I'm starting the timer, ma. Try this. Try this. Sorry, you can't hear me. Sorry, it was on mute, ma. Sorry, I didn't see that. Okay, Surya, very good, ma. Sinchana, very good. Subhangi, very good. Aishwarya, very good. Suma, very good. Sampath and Lakshmita, very good. Sorry, it was mute, ma. Muted. I didn't observe that. Okay, very good, ma. More number of people are participating. Very good. So 20% means 200, 500 rupee notes, ma. 1000 out of total 1000 notes, 20% are 500 rupee notes. 20% is 200. 5 into 2, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 1 lakh. 200 rupees. Already I know the amount here. Rupees 1 lakh 15,000. And 100 rupees. I have 200 into 225 notes. Rupees 22,500. So if I add this 2 lakh 37,500. This is the total amount. First option. Very good. First option. Good, ma. Let's move to the next question. Try this, ma. Try this, ma. I'm starting a timer, ma. Try this question. Anybody who got the answer? Very good, Surya. Correct answer. I'm not revealing the answer because others are trying. Let them try. Very good answer. Sampath, good answer. Correct answer. Correct answer, Sampath. Suma, you need to check the answer. Sinchana, correct answer. Good one. Keep trying. Keep trying. Very good. Apal Raju, you raised your hand. Any questions, ma? Right, we'll discuss, ma. Right, we'll discuss. Okay. If the percentage of 500 rupee notes in P and R are 10% and 25% of their respective total number of notes. So in P, 500 rupee notes are 10%. In R, 500 rupee notes are 25%. Okay. Of the total number of notes. Find the ratio of number of 200 rupee notes in P to that of R. Number of 200 rupee notes in P to that of R. Now here, we'll put it this way. Now, how many, this is 25%. How many, what is the percentage of 100 rupee notes? 500 out of 2000. 500 out of 2000, it is 1 by 4 now. Yes, friends, 1 by 4, it is also 25%. So this is 25, this is 25, 50. Total is 100. 100 minus 50, 200 rupee notes are 50%. Instead of calculating number of notes, I am trying to put it in percentage because I want ratio, right? So percentage of 500 rupee notes are 10%. How many are 100 rupee notes? 1750. What percentage is this? By 2500 into 100. 0 0 cancel. 25 sevens, 25 tens, 0 0 cancel. 70% are 100 rupee notes. 70 plus 10, 80. 100 minus 80, this has to be 20%. So 200 rupee note ratio in P is to R. In P, 20% are 200 rupee notes, 20% of 2500 total notes, or 50%, 50% of 2000. I'm not even calculating these percentage values. Percentage, 0, 0 cancel, 2 zeros cancel. Right? So 5 goes 5 times, 5 goes 4 times. I got 2:4, 2 ones, 2 twos. So ratio has to be 1:2. Ratio has to be 1:2. Right? So this is about your first set. So this is about your first set. Right? So any questions, ma? If you have any questions, you can post your questions here. So my correct answer, ma? Right? Then let's move to the second set. Question number 6 to 10. Study the following pie chart carefully to answer the questions that follow. This is the pie chart. This is the pie chart. So all of you go through this data. I'll give you 2-3 minutes of time. Just go through the data. Then we will start. Then we will start. First, you have to look at the data in the pie charts. So everything is not given. Values are missing here. Few values are given in A percentage in chart 1 and C percentage in chart B in second chart. Just look at the note on the right hand side corner, top right hand side corner. Number of debit cards and ratio of debit cards to credit cards. Using that data to try and find out that values that were missing in the pie chart. Once you get this, we can answer the question. Just go through this. So if you analyze the set, then we will start discussing. If you're done with your analyzing the data, then we will start now. Shall we start? Surya, Lakshmita, Sampath, Sinchana, Suma, Subhangi, Aishwarya. Shall we start, ma'am? Shall we discuss? Okay, fine. We'll start discussing that. Let's look at this. Pie chart 1 shows percentage wise distribution of number of cards issued by a bank, debit cards and credit cards. So this chart shows the total number of debit cards plus credit cards issued by the bank. Okay, at 5 branches A, B, C, D, E. Pie chart 2 shows percentage wise distribution of number of credit cards issued at 5 branches. This gives me information about credit cards. Okay. Now, let me understand this first. Number of debit cards issued by A is 2280. Okay, debit cards issued by A. How will you get debit cards? This is total, debit plus credit. From this, if you subtract number of credit cards, that's from first pie chart value. If you subtract second pie chart, first pie chart is total of debit cards and credit cards. From that, if you subtract your second pie chart, that is credit cards, you will get the value of debit cards. So, number of debit cards issued by A is 2280. The ratio of number of debit cards issued to credit card issued in E is 2:1. Debit card to credit card ratio is 2:1. Okay, let me keep it aside. Let me first focus on these values which are missing here. Now you can see A, this branch A, E, B, they are not given in terms of percentage value is not given, they are given in terms of A. We know that when it is given in percentage, total must be 100% in pie chart. If it is in degrees, total must be 360 degrees. But whereas in percentage, total has to be 100%. Now, when total is 100%, sum of these three, I'm talking about A plus B plus E would be A plus, this is A, plus how much is B? A minus 10. How much is E? 1.2A minus 16 is equal to, what is sum of these two? 36 plus 10, 46. 100 minus 46, it has to be 54. Now A 3.2A is equal to 3.2A is equal to, this is minus 10 minus 16 minus 26. If I send that side, plus 26, so it has to be 80. So A is equal to 80 by 3.2, or I can say 800 by 32, right? A plus A 2A plus 1.2, 3.2A minus 26 is equal to 54. Minus 26 goes to the right hand side, it is plus 26, 80. So A is equal to 80 by 3.2, so 800 by 32. Now this is simple, 8 hundreds, 8 fours, 4 goes 25 times. So clearly this is 25%. 25 minus 10, this is 15%. 25 into 1.2, right? So how much is 25 into 1.2? 243, 30, 30 minus 16, this has to be 14%. Right, I'm putting 25 here. 25 into 1.2 is 30, 30 minus 16 is 14%, right? Totally should get 100, just check, 25, 30, 40, 54, 64, 100, right? So I got the values of the first pie chart, right? Look at second pie chart, 18%, 14%, 32 plus 8, 40. 40 means 100 minus 40, the remaining must be 60. What are remaining? C plus C minus 20, 60. So I can say 2C is equal to 80, I'll get C is equal to 40. So this is 40%, this is 40 minus 20, 20%. Right? Now see here, I'll put on the values here. Pie chart 1, chart 1, A, B, C, we got the values, right? D, E, chart 2, right? So chart 1, 25, 15, 36, 25%, 15%, 36%, 10%, 14%, 10%, 14%, right? Chart 2 values, 18%, 40%, 18%, 40%, 20%, and 8%, 14%. Let me say the total of pie chart 1, I don't know, 100x. Total of chart 2, 100y. We don't know the total values. Our total value is given here. No. We don't know what are total number of debit and credit cards and what are the total number of credit cards. We do not have information about total values of these two pie charts, right? Now, to find out these values, we got some clues there. Number of debit cards issued by A is 2280. Debit cards issued by A. Now, friends, can I write these values? 25%, 100x number, 25% will be 25x, 15% will be 15x, 36% would be 36x, 10% should be 10x, 14% should be 14x. Similarly, chart 2 values, 18%, 100y total, so 18y, this is 40y, this is 20y, this is 8y, this has to be 14y. Okay. Now, number of debit cards issued by A. Okay, this is debit plus credit. Second pie chart is credit. If I subtract this, I'll get debit cards. Debit cards issued by A, 25x minus 18y. The value has to be 2280. Right? 2280. Ratio of number of debit cards issued to credit cards issued in E. Okay, E, how many debit cards? How will you get debit cards? Debit plus credit minus credit. Total minus credit card. That is 14x minus 14y. This is number of debit cards. What is the ratio? Ratio of debit cards issued to credit cards issued is 2:1. Debit cards issued 14 into, I can take 14 common, x minus y. By credit cards issued are 14y. The ratio is 2:1. 14 cancel. X minus y is equal to 2y. X is equal to 3y. When friends x is equal to 3y, if I substitute here 75, 25 into, in place of x I'm writing 3y minus 18y is 2280. Now from this I can say 75 minus 18, 57y is equal to 2280. 57 fours is 228, so y value 40. So if y value is 40, substitute here, x will be 3 times. Huh? So x value will be 3 into 40, 120. Now x value is 120. When x value is 120, friends, this should become how much? Let's see here. This should become 100x. So 120 into 100, 12,000. 100 into 40, 4,000. Now I can write down the values number. 25%, 1 by 4, so 3,000. 15%, 1,200, 10%, 600, 5%, 1,800. 36%, 30% will be, I'm calculating orally. 30% would be 10%, 1,200, 30%, 3,600. 6%, 1%, 120, 6%, 720. So 4,320. 10%, 1,200. 14%, 1,200 plus 480, 1,680. Right? Similarly, let me write down this 18%. 1% is 40 number. 18 into 40, 720. 40%, 1,600. 10%, 400. 40%, 16. 20%, half number, 800. 8%, 1%, 40. 40 into 8, 320. 14%, 1%, 40 number. 40 into 14, 560. So friends, by calculating this way, I got total number of debit and credit cards. I got total number of credit cards. Then individually, A, B, C, D, E, these are each of these branches, how many debit cards and credit cards I have got, right? Debit plus credit together and credit cards. This is what I'm putting in the table now, right? So 3,000, we got 3,000, 1,800, 4,320, 1,200, 1,680, right? 720, 1,600, 800, 320, 560. Now, if I subtract from this, I'll get debit cards. From this, I'll get debit cards. From this. So I'm saying once the point here, when you look at your main examination, lies in analyzing this data. It looks little calculations are involved, little time consuming, but still I can say if you can analyze the data thoroughly, if you write down the values like this on your rough sheet, then you're ready with the questions. Questions will be a cakewalk, right? So all of you start question number 6, ma. All of you start question number 6. Try question number 6. I'm starting the timer, right, ma? Easy question, ma. Should not take more than 45 seconds, right? Correct answer. Surya, very good. Lakshmita, very good. Sampath, very good. Straightforward question now. Number of debit cards issued by A are how many more or less than issued by D? I have clear information. A 2280 debit cards, D 880. This question also most of you are not answering. It has to be 1400 more. Number A is having 1400 more. So first option. Please answer now a simple question. I have solved the entire data. Correct answer, Suma. Right. Others, please participate in the discussion. I know DA will be calculation based, but you have to solve the questions now. Let's try this question. Answer one. Anybody got the answer? No. Easy question. Easy question. Data on the table. Data in the table. Right. Correct answer, Lakshmita. Very good. Correct answer, Surya. Correct answer, Surya. Others? Sinchana, correct answer. Very good. 55 is to 62. That should be your answer. 55 is to 62, right? I'm stopping the watch, right? Now, find the ratio of number of debit cards issued by BDE. B plus D plus E. We want ratio of debit cards is to credit cards. 200, 8, 80, 11, 20. So if you add, this is 900, 2200. Number of debit cards issued to that of credit cards issued, okay? 2200. Credit cards issued BDE 1600, 1900, 1980, 2480. Okay. So 4 5s 20, 4 5s 462. So 55 is to 62. 55 is to 62. Correct answer. Okay. Correct answer, Subhangi. Fine. Let's try the next question. Try this one. Try this. I'm starting the timer. Waiting for answer. 45 seconds completed. Very good. Surya, correct answer. Surya, correct answer. I'm not revealing the answer. I'm waiting for others. Okay, time up. We'll discuss more. We'll discuss. Sampath, correct answer. Right. If a pie chart is drawn for the total number of debit cards issued by all the branches, what will be the central angle of the sector representing number of debit cards issued by D? So what are my total number of debit cards? Add 2 digits number 100, 200, 13, 21, 21, 35, 56, 58, 60, 28, 8,000. Total debit cards 8,000. D forms what percentage of what angle? What is the angle represented by D? Now D is 880 debit cards out of total 8,000. Now friends, if it is how much percentage? What will you do if it is how much percentage? How will you convert a fraction into percentage? Into 100. But the question is find the degree, the angle represented by D. So if I want degrees, simply multiply by 360. If you want percentage, multiply by 100. If you want to convert into degree, multiply by 360. Now see here, 0, 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel, 8 11s, 8 10s. How much is 36 into 11? What is the shortcut for multiplying with 36 into 11? Put a 0 on the left extreme, right extreme. Unit digit is 1 number. 1 into 6, 6 plus 0, 6. 1 into 3, 3 plus 6, 9. 1 into 0, 0 plus 3, 3. 396 divided by 10. So it has to be 39.6 degrees, option 5. Or we can do like this, 36 into 11, 36 into 10 is 360. We want 1136. So one more 36 you add, 396. By 10, it has to be 39.6 degrees. Right, friends? Yes, students, let's move ahead. Any questions you can post it in the chat box. Aishwarya, correct answer. Lakshmita, correct answer. Suma, correct answer. Okay. Right. Try next question. Try this one. I'm starting the timer. Try this. Easy question. Any answers? Very good. Very good. Fantastic. Sinchana, Sampath, very good. Good, Lakshmita. Right. All of you are getting in your answer within 45 seconds. Very good, ma. Very good. Surya, waiting for your answer. Suma, Sinchana. Sorry, Sinchana has answered the question. Subhangi. Surya, are you there? Right. Let us look at this one. Maybe you might have not read the question properly. Those who not got the answer just here, I'll stop the timer. Right. For D and E, he's talking about only D and E. Total number of credit cards issued is what percentage of debit cards issued? So credit cards issued but debit cards issued, what percentage is into 100? For the credit cards issued, add these two, D and E, 580, sorry, 880, 880 divided by debit cards issued. 2000 into 100. 2 zeros cancel, 0 0 cancel, 88 by 2, half of 88, 44%. Okay. Next question. I'm starting the timer. All of you try this one. Try this. Time up. Anybody got the answer? Within 45 seconds. Nobody has got the answer. Okay. I'll wait, ma. I'll give you some more time. Try this. Appal Raju, Srividya, Annapurna, Grace, please participate in the discussion. Very good, Surya, correct answer. Surya, correct answer. Anybody else who got the answer? Would have taken little more time, Surya. Okay. Others who got the answer? Right, let us discuss. Read the question carefully, that's the only point here. Lengthy question, but if you read it clearly and carefully, easy question actually, right? Loan is provided for all the cardholders in all the branches. He is giving loan to all the cardholders. Processing fee, the cost of processing fee is 1000 rupees. Discount of 20% is given for the credit card holders only. Only for credit card holders, there is a discount of 20%, right? Debit card holders, there is no discount in processing fee. Okay. Find the total amount received from the processing fee in lakhs. Okay, let me take total debit cards are how many we have done in the previous question. Use the data there, 8,000. How many total credit cards? 20, 0, 0, 40, 60, 100, 6, 9, 17, 24, 30, 4,000 credit cards. So 4,000 credit cards into rupees 1,000 is giving 20% off on the processing fee for credit cards. So it has to be 20% off means on 1,000, it has to be 800 rupees, right? Plus debit cards 8,000. The fee, processing fee is 1,000 rupees. So 3 plus 2, I can take 5 zeros out. If I can take 5 zeros out, it is 10 power 5, right? So if I take 5 zeros, what is 4 into 5 zeros? I'm taking common. So 4 into 8, 32. Plus 5 zeros, if I remember, it is 10 here into 8, 80. 80 plus 32, 112 into 10 power 5. So it is 112 lakhs. Option 4. Right? Any questions on this set you can ask me. Now let me go back to your first set. This set, if you want, you can take a screenshot. This set is your SBI Clerk main exam 2022 set. SBI Clerk main exam 2022 last year set. Right? The set which we discussed just now, the 2 pie chart wala. This one. This is your SBI Clerk main 2021 2021 set. SBI Clerk main 2021. There are many sets. I'm just taking out some important sets we are discussing. This is your SBI Clerk main exam 2021 set. Second set, the one which we discussed just now. Question number 11 to 15. Study the following line graph and table carefully to answer the questions that follow. Okay. So this is your SBI Clerk 2021 main exam. SBI Clerk main 2021. Just go through this data. Custard apple, mango, guava, papaya, chiku, total 980. Sold and unsold together. Total fruits are 980. That is what is given in first statement. Second statement, total number of unripe fruits sold to that of ripe fruits sold. So among the fruits that were sold, unripe is to ripe fruits, the ratio is 11:9. Total number of fruits unsold 180. That means total fruits 980, unsold 180. I'm explaining this one. How many are sold, ma? 800 were sold. These 800 were in the ratio of 11:9. What is this 11:9? This is unripe. This is ripe. Right? So how many unripe sold? Unripe sold. Simple, na? 11 upon 20 into 800. 2 goes 40 times 440. 800 minus 440. How many ripe that were sold? 360. Or we can also do like this. Total 20 parts. One part value is 800 by 20. One part value is 40. So 11 parts unripe, 11 into 40, 440. 9 parts ripe, 9 into 40, 360. That's the information. Total 980 fruits, 180 were unsold, 800 sold. Among 800 sold, unripe sold is to ripe sold, 11:9. So unripe sold 440, ripe sold 360. Right. After this, we have a line graph and table. Line graph shows percentage of unsold fruits of each type of fruit. Table shows ratio of number of unripe fruits to that of ripe fruits sold of each fruit. Right. So I'll write the data here. Total 980, unsold 180, sold 800. Out of this 800, unripe sold 440, ripe sold 360. Right. So this is the data from the previous slide. Now we have got some information here. Just go through this and analyze the set. We will discuss. I'll give you 2-3 minutes of time. Just go through this one. Custard apple, percentage of unsold fruits of the number of fruits. Out of number of fruits, these are unsold fruits. Okay. And this is ratio of ripe, unripe is to ripe fruits. That was out of fruits sold. This is the ratio of unripe and ripe. And these are the number of unsold fruits. Okay. Fine. Try this. Sampath is a correct answer. Earlier, Suma correct answer 112 lakh. Your SBI Clerk 21 model. Right, ma? Do you need some more time or shall we start discussing? Suma, Surya, Lakshmita, Sinchana, Aishwarya, Sampath. Shall we discuss? Okay. Surya says yes. Others also shall we discuss, ma? So that I can explain you the step. It is little complicated, ma. Little calculations are involved. Let me explain you this for you. Okay. Now you can see here, there is a note. This is an important note here. Ratio of number of fruits sold of each type of fruit in the above given order. Custard apple, mango, guava, papaya, chiku. The order is 12:15:16:19:18. Total how many parts? 27, 43, 62, 80. Is the ratio of number of fruits sold. How many fruits were sold? 800. One part value will be 800 divided by 80. So each part value is 10. So when each part value is 10, custard apple, I'll write fruits here, custard apple. Then we have mango, guava, papaya, mango, guava, papaya. What's the last fruit? Chiku. Right, we got these numbers. Each part value is 10 marks. So 12 parts means it is 120. 15 parts means 150. So total sold 120. I'll not draw any table. We can put it in a table. 120, 150, 160. 12 is to 15 is to 16, 19 is to 18. 190, 180. Now, in the table we have got unripe is to ripe ratio. Unripe sold is to ripe sold. Let me look at the ratio now. Custard apple, it is 1:2. So 1/3 is 40. Unripe is 1:2. So 40 means this is 2/3. This is how much? 8. What about mango? 11:4. Total 15 parts. 11:4 means 15 parts. I'm doing orally. Instead of writing 11/15 and all those. Total 15 parts. Number 11:4. 15 parts. 150 means one part will be 150/15. 10. So 11 parts 110. 4 parts 40. Then P:3. I don't know P value number. Let me take it as PX and 3X. Ratio you cannot take directly the value, so to take it as some constant. PX 3X. Papaya 6:13. 19 parts. Each part 10 marks. 60, 130. Then you have Chiku. Chiku 13:P. So another ratio, two different ratios. You have to take two different variables. 13y, Py. You cannot take the same variable, you have to take a different variable. Right. Now, friends, can I write this just here? I need to basically find out that P value, X value, Y value, right? Can I write this? PX plus 3X is equal to 160. If I add these two, unripe sold and ripe sold, it must be equal to 160. Okay, so then what can I write? 13y, otherwise I can take x common. X into p plus 3 is 160. X is equal to 160 by p plus 3. Okay, then look at this 13y plus py. If I add these two, unripe sold, ripe sold, it must be equal to total sold 180. Again take y common. 13 plus p is 180, or y is equal to 180 by P plus 13. Right? Now substitute these values. You can either substitute in the second equation or you can substitute in the first equation. Anywhere you want to substitute, you can do that. How much is x? 160 by P plus 3. You can substitute anywhere, no problem. Let me substitute here P into, in x place, how much I can write? X is equal to 160 by first equation. This is, let's say this is first equation. Let's say this is second. Anywhere you can do that. I'm substituting in 160 by P plus 3 plus 3 into x plus, I can write 160 by P plus 3 is equal to, okay, we'll not substitute here. These are the equations, okay. Then we'll do here, yes, here, one more point. Let me take this. How much is Px plus 13y? Anybody? Value of Px plus 13y? Let us not do, again we'll get the same thing now. We got x value, y value here. How much is Px plus 13y? How many are unripe sold? We have done here 440. How many ripe sold? 360. These are 440 total. These are 360. So these two should be 440 minus the sum of the remaining 3, 150, 60, 210. So this has to be 230. Okay. Let me take this as third equation. Next, if I add these two, 3x plus py is equal to, what is total ripe sold? 360. Subtract the remaining 120, 130, 250. 360 minus 250, it has to be 110. Right? Now you can use these values here. You can substitute here. Anywhere you can substitute. Let me see. Second one is relatively smaller numbers. Let me substitute here. 3 into, in place of x, I can write 160 by P plus 3 plus P into, in place of y, I write 180 by P plus 13 is equal to 110. Again, cancel, take out 0 common. Let me cancel it out. Now what will happen? This is 48 by P plus 3. I'll write here 48 by P plus 3 plus, how much is this? 18P by P plus 13. 18P by P plus 13 is equal to 11. Correct? Now, if I solve this, LCM is P plus 3 into P plus 13. So I'll get P plus 13 here, 48 into P plus 13. So here it is 18P into P plus 3 is equal to 11. Now expand this, 48P, 48 into 13. 13 4 520 plus 104, 624, right? Plus 18P square, 18P into P is 18P square, plus 18 3s are 54P is equal to 11 into, if I send this side, it is 11 into this number. What is P plus 3 into P plus 13? P into P square, 30P into 13, 13P plus 3P, 16P. 3 into 13, 39. If I expand this, this is 18P square plus 54 plus 48. How much? 102P plus 624. Correct? 94 at 102. Now 11P square, 160 plus 176P. Okay, 390 plus 429. So bring this side, 18P square minus 11P square, 7P square. 102 minus 176. It is minus 74P. 624 minus 429. So how much? 195 is equal to 0. So find, I got a quadratic equation. Find the factors. What is A into C? 7 into 195. A into C positive. You just watch our video on the YouTube channel how to find roots of quadratic equation. And we got B is negative. So what we do is 7 into 9, 195 can be written as 5 into 5 3s are 15 for 5 9s. So I can write the factors as 35, 39. If I add, I should get 74. And if I multiply, I should get 195. But I should get minus 74. So minus 35, minus 30. So when I write the roots, this will become, sign will change, 35 by 7 or 39 by, you have to divide with the coefficient of p square, 7. It cannot be an decimal number, so this is gone. So what is my p value? 5. So when we got p value 5, right? Now go back and substitute. If p value is 5, now see here, how much is x value? I will write with red pen. 160 by p value is 5 now, 5 plus 3 8, so this has to be 20. 180 by p value is 5 plus 18, so y value has to be 10. Now friends, this is px. Here p is 5, I'm writing here, x is 20, y is 10. So 5 into 20, this has to be 100. 3 into x value 20, this has to be 60. 13y, 13 into 10, 130. Py, p is 5, y is 10, this is 50. Right? This is the information we got. Any questions here? It's a quadratic equation. You can take a screenshot now, how to solve quadratic equation and get the values. Right? Any questions? Let me check the chat box. Okay, no questions. Hope all of you followed. Any doubts you can ask me. Okay, fine. Now we got these values now. So I'll put it here. Custard apple, mango, custard apple, mango, guava, papaya, chiku. It takes time. It's a lengthy set actually. 120, 150, 160, 120, 150, 160, 190, 180. Right? 40, 110, 100, 40, 110, 100. I'm just copying the data. 60, 130, 60, 130. This is unripe sold. This is 40 again, 80. So 80 and 40. Okay. This is 80. This is 40. This is 60. This is 130. This is 50. 80, 40, 60, 130, 50. 130, 50. Right. This is ripe sold. This is total sold. This is the information we got. Now let us use this line graph. Percentage of unsold fruits in number of fruits. 14, 2 by 7%. Unsold is 1 by 7. Unsold 1 by 7 means custard apple. Sold should be 6 by 7. 6 by 7. I'll write here. 14, 2 by 7 percentage means 1 by 7. Unsold. So sold is 6 by 7. 6 by 7 is 120. Right? How many 6 by 7 of total is 120 na? So how many unsold ma? Sold is 6 by 7 na? How many are unsold ma? Unsold. I'll write here 1 second. Let me write total fruits Then I'll get unsold. Easy. 6 parts represents 120. 6 20s 120. 7 into 20. This is 140. Out of 140, 120 sold. Unsold will be 20. Similarly, look at the percentages. Others 25%, 20%, 25%, 20%. Papaya 5%, 25%. 5%, 25%. Now see here 25%. 150 total food should be 100%. So it is how much? 600 minus 150. So unsold food should be 450. Sorry, I made a mistake. Once again. Sorry, ma. These are the percentages of unsold. No? This is unsold percentages. So I'm sorry, ma. We have to take these are unsold percentages, right? Unsold. So sold should be how much? 25% unsold means 75% sold. 75% means 3 by 4. 3 by 4, I know sold value 150. 150 means each part is 50. 4 into 50, 200. 200 minus 150, 50. Here 20% unsold. So 80% sold. 80% is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is 160. 440 is 5 into 40, 200. 200 minus 160, unsold 40. 5% unsold. So sold should be 95%. 95%, 190. 100%, how much? I will not get a fraction here. No? So 100 by 95 into 190. 19 tens, 19 fives, 5 goes 2 times. So 200 total foods. So 190 sold, unsold 10. Then this is 25%. Unsold. Sold is 75%. 3 by 4 into 1. 3 by 4 represents 180. 3 goes 60 times. 60 into 4. This is 240. Total 240 minus 80. This is 240 minus 180. Unsold is 60. Now, right? We got the values now. So the same values I'm putting it here. See, total foods 140, 200, 200, 200, 240. 140, 200, 200, 200, 200, 140, 240. Okay. Total food sold 120, 150, 160. I'm just putting this whatever you're getting in a rough sheet in a tabular form. Unsold fruits 20, 50, 40, 10, 60. Number of unripe sold 40, 110. These values are copied in the table. Once you get this takes time. Once you get this, you can solve the questions easily, right? All of you try 11th question. Try 11th question. I'm starting the timer. Try 11th question. Any doubts you can ask me, ma. You can post it here. Any doubts? Otherwise, try 11th question. Any doubts whatever we have discussed in the calculation part? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. If you want to take a screenshot, I will share the screen once again. Otherwise, you try first question. Easy one. It won't take much up. It will not take much time. Little simple questions. One minute. Correct answer, Surya. Sampath, correct answer. Let us discuss more. Number of unsold custard apples. Unsold custard apples. Custard apples unsold 20. What percentage of number of custard apples sold? How many custard apples sold? 1. Simple question. Now 20 is what percentage of 120? 20 by 120 into 100, 1 upon 6. 16, 2 by 3%. Option 5. Try this. Find the value of 8p% of total number of Govas. We got p is equal to 5, if you remember. We have done this now. We got p is equal to here 5. 8p. 8p means 8 into 5, 40% of total Govas. Total Govas are how many? 200. 10% 20, 40% should be 8. 40% should be 8. Try this one. Easy question. Easy question. Average number of, how will you get average? What is the definition of average? Sum of all quantities by total number of quantities. Unripe mangoes, papayas, and chiku. Anybody who will answer the question? Very good. Correct answer. Sampath, Surya, Aishwarya, Lakshmita. Very good, ma. Let us continue. Number of unripe mangoes sold. Mangoes unripe 110. Papaya 60. Chiku 130. Average, ma. 110 plus 60 plus 130 divided by 3. So how much is this? 130, 190, 200, 300 by 3. It has to be 100. Correct answer. Try this, ma. Again, 45 seconds. Mangoes plus chiku. Ripe is to unripe ratio. Correct, Surya? Correct, Lakshmita? Others, please try, ma. Okay. Suma also okay, correct answer. Aishwarya also correct answer. Sampath correct answer. Fine. Let me take now. Let us discuss. Ratio of total number of total number of ripe mangoes and ripe chikus sold. Ripe fruit sold mango, ripe mangoes and ripe chikus 40 plus 50 90 is to unripe chikus and mangoes. Unripe 110 130 240. 3 3s, 3 8s. So ratio is 3:8. 3:8. Last question in this set, ma. All of you try this. Easy question. Easy question. Total number of custard apples and chikus 140, 240, 38. See the set solve. Very good. The set solving, analyzing, getting the data takes time. Questions won't take much of your time. Right. All of you go through this data, bar graph. This is your SBI Clerk main exam 2020. SBI Clerk main 2020. Right. Just go through this one. Then I'll give you time to solve the questions. The bar graph shows radius in centimeter, height in centimeter of 5 cylindrical jars PQRST. The first bar shows radius, the second bar shows height. All these are in centimeters. Friends, to answer this question, this is a DI quant based. DI quant based. That means basically he has clubbed your quant concept. What was that concept? The mensuration concept. If you don't know mensuration formulae, then you cannot answer this question. Now, when you look at a cylinder, we have a curved surface area. What is the formula for curved surface area of a cylinder? You should know this. Otherwise, you cannot answer. Perimeter of the base into height, 2 pi r h. Total surface area, curved surface area plus 2 into area, 2 pi r into, this is the formula, r plus h. What's the volume? Volume is given by area into pi r square h. Okay, curved surface area, total surface area, volume. This is your SBI Clerk 2020 set. We have only one more set after this, that is easy. We have a case set. This is SBI Clerk 21 only, not 20. This is SBI Clerk 21 model, 202. 21 model, not 20. It is 21 model, right? I'm starting the timer now. First question on your screen. Try. First question on your screen. Answer, please. Correct answer, Lakshmita. Surya, correct answer. Correct answer, Suma. Very good. Sampath. Okay. What's the question? Difference between curved surface areas of R and T. How will you get the what's the formula for finding out curved surface area? 2 pi r h. So anyways, 2 pi is common now. So 2 into pi I'm taking common, 22/7. I want difference between R and T. How much is R mark? R into H number. Curved surface area. 2 pi I'm taking common. 5 into 21, 105. Minus T. 4 into 7, 28. So this is 2 into 22/7 into 105 minus 28 is 77. 7 goes 11 times. So 2 into 244 into 11. It has to be 484. 440 plus 44, 484. Correct answer? Correct answer, Aishwarya. Fine. Try this question. I'm starting the timer. How will you get total surface area? 2 pi r into r plus h. 1 minute over. Average of total surface areas of jars P and Q. So total, again 2 pi is common now. So 2 into 22 by 7 into R into R plus H. P is how much? R is 14 into 14 plus 15, 19. 14 into 19 plus how much is Q? 7 into R plus H, 20.5. Average means by 2. This 2 will get cancelled. 22 upon 7 into 1420 is 280, 114 less number. So 266. This is 140 plus 3.5. 143.5. So 22 by 7, 260, 140, 400, 409.5. Okay. Now, if I multiply by 2, this is 2 into 11 now. 2 into 409.5 is double of 409 now. 409.5, 400 double 800, 9.5 double 19. 11 by 7 into 819. 717, 717, 49, 7 sevens. So 1170 plus 117. So 1287. 117 into 10 plus 117. 1287. Or 01170 into 11 I have to do now. My unit digit is 1. 7 plus 0, 7. 1 plus 7, 8. 1 plus 1, 2. 0 plus 1, 1. 1, 2, 8, 7. Anyways, we can do this. Right? Now, try this question. 18th question. Correct answer Sampath for earlier question. Suma, Lakshmita, correct answers. So let us try this question. Either 10-15 minutes we'll finish off. So one more set, that's all. I think Sampath, you have to check your answer once again. Sampath, check your answer now. Vessels P and R, you just read this, Sampath. You might have missed out here, 75%, 60%. Vessels P and R are completely filled with juice. Okay. Vessel, cylindrical vessel filled with juice means you have to find out volume. Volume is, if I find out volume, I'll get the juice in there. Pi R square H. 75% and 60% of the juice is consumed. Find the difference between quantity of remaining juice in P and R. P, 75% consumed. So 25% remaining. Now, so it is 1 by 4 of pi R square H, 22 by 7 into what is radius of P, 14 into 14 into 5. So 7 goes 2 times, 2 goes 2 times, 2 goes 11 times. 70 into 11. 700 plus 70, 770. What about R? 60% consumed. So remaining is 40%. 40% is 2 by 5 into pi 22 by 7 into R square. It is what more R number. R radius square is 5 into 5 into height is 21. This 5 cancel. 7 goes 3 times. 15 to 30. 30 into 22, 660. Difference is 110. First option. You might have taken directly 75% and 60%. That's a consumed. I want leftover, na? So I have to take 1/4. Correct, Suma? Surya, check the answer. No? Now clear, Sampath and Surya? 19th question. Nineteenth is easy. No? By what approximate percentage is difference between diameter and height of jar T? Difference between diameter and height. T, diameter is how much? Diameter will be 2 times the radius. So 2 into 4, 8. 8 minus 7, this is 1. Jar S, diameter will be 2 into 6, 12. Minus radius difference, 10.5, 1.5. T is what percentage? More or less. Clearly it is less. Difference 0.5. By opposite of less is larger value, 1.5 into 100. So it is 5 upon 15 into 100. So it is 1 upon 3. So 33 1 by 3%. 33 1 by 3% less. So option is 4, 33% less. Okay. This is an easy question, not a difficult one. Try this one, 20. Try this. Question number 20. Sorry, I didn't start the timer. Okay, I'm starting this timer now. Fine, you got some grace time. Try now. Okay, let us discuss this one. Nobody have tried it seems. Jars Q and S are completely filled with ice cubes of side 3 cm. It is a cube, ice cube of side 3 centimeters. Difference in number of ice cubes filled in both the jars. How will you get number of ice cubes? Number of ice cubes will be volume of jar divided by volume of ice cube. Obviously, now, how many ice cubes you can put in this jar? If I take a cylindrical jar, so number of ice cubes that fit should be equal to the volume of the jar. So if I divide volume of the jar by volume of ice cube, then I'll get number of ice cubes, right? Now, what is volume of jar Q? Volume of jar Q, pi r. What is volume formula? Volume is pi r square h. So 22 by 7 into r square. R square is how much? 7 jar Q, na 7 into 7 into 13.5 by volume of ice cube 22 by 7 pi r square h. Sorry, it's a cube, no? I am very sorry. Cube is what? A cube now, volume of a cube. Side of a cube, if I take A, volume of the cube is given by A cube. A cube is nothing but side now. So side is 3 into 3 into 3. 7, 7 gets cancelled. 3, 4.5, 3, 1.5, 3.5. 22 into 0.5 is 11. 11 into 7, 77. What about the other jar? Jar S. I'll take with a different thing. Jar S, pi 22 by 7 into S radius 6 into 6 into 10.5 by volume of the cube 3 into 3 into 3. 7, 1, 7, 1.5. 3 goes 0.5 times. 3 goes 2 times here. 3 goes 2 times here. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 0.5 is 2. 2 into 22, 44. Difference in number of ice cubes are 33. 33 is option 3. 33 is option 3. Anybody got the answer? Nobody got it. Hope this is clear. Huh? So final set 21 to 25. Study the following information carefully. Answer the question that follow. This is your SBI Clerk main exam 2020 model. SBI Clerk main exam 2020 model. This is called caselet. Raw data will be given. You have to, caselet means verbal data in paragraph form like this. You have to put this data in the form of table, or you have to put it in the form of Venn diagrams. Then only you have to solve the questions, right? You have to put in the data in the form of table or in the form of Venn diagram. Then you have to solve the questions, right? This is your caselet. Now, generally, our suggestion would be leave caselet in main exam. It takes time, but this caselet actually is easy if you read the entire data. But generally, caselets will be lengthy and time consuming. If you try table, pie chart, line graph, you are done with your DI other areas, time left over, then only you try for caselet. Otherwise, don't. Let's go through this data. This is Venn diagram based caselet. This is Venn diagram based caselet, right? So if you observe here, total 200 students who like chess bat. There are 200 students who like chess, badminton, and caroms. A student may like more than one game. So total 200 students. Let me see about chess, badminton, and caroms. In reasoning, you might have learned about this Venn diagram, or in your school days, you might have come across this Venn diagram. Now, friends, if I take this as region 1, region 2, just for understanding, region 3, region 4, region 5, region 6, region 7. Which region represents chess? R1 plus R2 plus R4 plus R5. R1, R2, R4, R5. Chess. Only chess, except chess, there should not be any other area. Only chess means R1. Similarly, badminton, R2 plus R3 plus R5 plus R6. Badminton. Right? Otherwise, I can write it here. Okay. Only badminton. R3. Caroms. R4 plus R5, region 6, region 7. Only caroms. R7. Right? Then, can you tell me what is this region? R2 and R5 together. R2 plus R5 is chess plus badminton. R2 plus R5. Only chess and badminton. R2. If you look at R2, this is only chess and badminton. Similarly, if I take R4 and R5, these two, this is what? Chess and caroms. Both chess and caroms. R4 plus R5. What is R4? R4 is only chess and caroms. Right? What is R5 plus R6? These two regions, badminton and caroms. Badminton plus caroms. It is R5 plus R6. What is R6? Only badminton and caroms. What is R5? It is, what is R5, students? R5 is all three regions. R5 is all three regions. Now, if I put the diagram like this, chess, badminton, this is chess, this is badminton, this is caroms. This is four regions together. Chess ma only chess. Badminton, this region is only badminton. Caroms, what is this region? Only caroms. So I can say this is only, I'll put a tick mark. Who like only one game, only chess, only badminton, only caroms. This is what? Those who like two games, chess and badminton, only chess and caroms. This is all three games. Right? Now, there are 200 students who like chess, badminton, and this. Number of students who like only chess, only badminton, only caroms, 25, 16, 24. Only chess, 25%. Only badminton, 16%. And only caroms, 24%. Okay. Total 65. Total is 100%. Now 100 minus 65, the remaining regions. That means exactly 2. That is only chess and badminton, only chess and caroms, only these four regions together is 35. P% students like only chess and badminton. I'll take the different thing. P% like only chess and badminton. Q% of students like only chess and caroms. Q% like only chess and caroms. And R% like only caroms and badminton. I don't know this. Let me assume this as S%. And it is given that P, Q, and R are non-zero distinct. This is important. Distinct means different integers which are a multiples of 5. And look at this number of students who like all the three games is at least 5. So the value S value is minimum 5. At least 5 means what? Minimum 5 or greater than 5. So I can write S value should be greater than or equal to 5. Now P, Q, and R are multiples of P. They are distinct, different. Multiples of P, they are non-zero. So see, P, Q, and R. P 5%. Q can be multiple of 5 number. It cannot be 5. It has to be other number, distinct, 10% or 15%. Or P 5%. Or Q 10%. I don't know. You can interchange this. Or 20%. This is also okay number. Because sum of the remaining regions 35. If I take this 20, 30, 35, that means S should become 0. S cannot be 0. Now what is given in the data? S has to be at least 5. So this is not possible. The only possibility is P 5%. It may, I cannot say exactly P. Out of this, P, Q, R should be 5%. I've taken an example. 10%, 15%. Any order. This can be 5, this can be 15, this can be 5, this can be 10, this can be 10, this anything. P, Q and R, the values are, it can be 5 or 10 or 15. You can choose depending on the question. So how much is S value now? S value is easy now. S value is 5%. Because total is 35%. Total 100, these three are 65, the remaining is 35. So 5 plus 10, 15 plus 15, these three together is 30. So S has to be 5%. What is given in the question? There are two possibilities. P, Q and R are multiples of 5, means it can be 5, 10, 15, and it can be 5, 10, I can make it 20 also. If I make it 20, these three put together is 35, then this will become 0. S cannot be 0. So this is ruled out. So the only possibility is P, Q and R should take 5, 10 and 15. So total 30. So 5% is your S value. Right? This is the data. And once you get this, this is how you look at this data. We'll look at 25, 16, 24. How much is S mark? We know S is 5%. I'll take with a different thing. S is 5%. Total is 200 now. S is 5%. PQR are 5, 10, 15, anything. Find the number of students who did not like all three games. How many like all three games? 5%. How many did not like? 95%. 95% of 200. 95 into 2, 190. Obviously, number of students who did not like all three games. See, there is no student outside this Venn diagram because all of them like one or more of these three games only. So 5% like all three games. How many do not like all three games with the remaining 95%? Right? Try this question. Try this question. Try this question. I'll give you the timer. Right. I've started. Try this question. Correct answer, Surya, Sampath. Correct answer. Right. So this is 5%. We know. P, Q, R can be. I can take 5, 10, 15. I don't know the exact which is 5, which is 10. We don't know. Those are 5, 10, 15. Among those, total is 200. Minimum number of students who like chess and caroms but not badminton. Obviously, chess and caroms with this region. I don't want badminton. Remove badminton. Basically, he's talking about only chess and caroms. Indirect way of asking the question. Chess and carom with these two regions, but not badminton. Remove badminton. So this is only chess and caroms. Only chess and caroms is Q%. I want minimum number of students who like this. So PQ and this is Q number. PQ and R can take 5, 10, 15. I want minimum. Minimum is 5%. In 200, 10%, 20, 5% would be 10. So option 1. Try this one. Find the number of students who like more than one game. I told you this is one game. And this is students who like more than one game. That means students who like 2 games, students who like all 3 games. We have discussed this number. What is the total of P plus Q plus R plus S? 35%. 35. This is 40, 65. So 35% is 35% of 200. So it has to be 70. Easy question. Right. Next question. Try this one. This is important question. Maximum number of students who play chess. We know total 200. We know S value is 5%. P, Q, R can take any number between 5, 10 and 15. It can be any number, can be P can be anything, Q can be anything, R can be anything. Maximum number of students who play chess. How many are playing chess? 25% plus S is 5% plus P %. plus Q%. This has to be maximum. If the total has to be maximum, P plus Q sum has to be maximum. What's the maximum I can give to P and Q? What's the maximum value? 15. What's the next maximum value? 10. So 25% plus 5%. P I can give 15%. Q I can give 10%. 25, 50 plus 5, 55%. So 55% of 200. So it has to be 110. Option. Any doubts here? You can ask. Maximum number of students who play chess, right? Maximum number of students who play chess. So 25, chess is those 4 regions, 25, S is 5, 30, P plus Q. Total of chess should be maximum means P plus Q should be maximum. So P, Q and R values 5, 10, 15. Out of those, I will give maximum to P and Q. I can give 25. So 25 plus 30, it is 55% of 200, 110. So last question, students, try this now. Try this last question. We know total 200. We know Q is 10%. So what are the other values? P and R left over, they can be 5 or 15, that we don't know. S value is 5%. And the number of students who play badminton. Badminton is 16 plus S is 5% plus P% plus R%. How much is P plus R? Q is 10 now. P plus R should be 20%. 21 plus 20 it is 41%. So it is 41 by 100 into 200. Total is 200 now. So it has to be 81. Right? So this is about your DI session, students. Hope you have taken down the notes, you have taken the screenshots wherever required. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Correct answer, Surya. Right? So this is the end of your session. Thank you all for attending the session. Hope the session was useful to you. Just take the screenshots and practice these sets. Also revise or practice previous year sets. Previous year, at least last 3 years papers, IBPS Clerk, SBI Clerk, you solve before you go to your main examination. That will give you an idea. Okay, so thank you all. Good night. Take care. So bye, Suma. Good night, Surya. So take care, all of you.